Hey y'all, Whitney Marema here. I'm super excited because I got my vitamin shipment in the mail today from Building Block, and I wanted to officially unveil to you the newest addition to our vitamin line, which is my little pride and joy here called Digest and Absorb. This really came to be because of two things. Number one is what I was seeing as a provider and clinician in my patients in the office. And number two was my functional medicine training a few years back, which really showed me that at the root of most people's digestive issues is the fact that they don't have adequate digestive enzymes to properly break down their food. And so as I was learning that with aging, we have a decrease in enzymes, with things like missing our gallbladder, we have a decrease in enzymes, with things like H. pylori infections, or taking proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux for long extended periods of time. So much wear and tear on the gut that occurs over a lifetime that we end up with not enough enzymes to properly break down our food. And then when I started thinking about it, I realized that, hey, decreasing someone's stomach size with bariatric surgery definitely decreases digestive enzymes. And so I won't get into all the science and all the pathways. I'll save that for my webinar coming up on December 6th, when I'm going to dive deep into digestive troubles in bariatric patients. But I do want to share just a little bit about how excited I am about Digest and Absorb, because Dr. Marema and I have been using personally digestive enzymes for years, and we've been recommending it to patients based on a couple different things. With personally, my issue was fatigue after meals. When I would eat a nice solid meal that contained good amounts of protein, I would literally need to lay down afterwards. I was so fatigued and tired. And it was because I didn't have enough enzymes to break down that protein properly. And so all of the energy in my body was going to my digestive tract. So once I started taking enzymes, I immediately got relief from that post-meal fatigue, and it was such a blessing to me. My husband, on the other hand, has different issues, and his are more gut dysfunction. And so post-meal bloating, belching, loose stools, not exactly smelling like roses, if you know what I mean. So he started taking enzymes and got immediate results and has never looked back. We have enzymes everywhere we go. We travel with them. We have them at the office. We have them at home. The thing was, though, is that we were having to take different enzymes, one for this issue, one for that issue, and one for this issue, all related to like our surgery. And so I just thought I need to put them all into one product, and here it is. It's digestive and absorb. It's three different digestive enzymes. It's stomach acid to replace what we are lacking because of the small stomach that we have. It's not capable of producing much acid, y'all. It only has a few cells in it in order to do that. It's got pancreatic enzymes. And the reason we need those is because we need to break down so the stomach acid is what breaks down our protein. Pancreatic enzymes break down our starches and our carbohydrates. And that's necessary because we're not producing a lot of pancreatic enzymes based on the fact that we're not producing a lot of stomach acid, and that's the trigger for producing them. And then it's also got bile in it. And so for anyone who is missing a gallbladder, this is especially key. But I find even in people that are not missing a gallbladder, like myself, it just really helps digest fats. And so for this enzyme, it's got a full spectrum of all the enzymes that we need to properly digest our food. And so if you're someone who experiences post-meal fatigue, post-meal bloating, belching, malodorous stools, a lot of gas, smelly or not, doesn't matter, right? It could be uncomfortable, or diarrhea after eating meals, this is going to most likely be your saving grace. So I wanted to share with you. I wanted to give you a little bit of background info on it. More to come. I'll be talking lots about it because it has changed so many patients' lives that I'm just like totally pumped about it. One last thing that this is great for that not everyone knows about or not everyone suffers from, but if you know, you know, is reactive hypoglycemia. It's a bariatric thing, y'all. And it's when we get this like, you know, somewhere after a meal, an hour to 2 hours, and we get this drop in blood sugar and we feel like we're going to fall out, or we get really shaky and we feel like we could pass out. So this solves that issue in majority of the cases. And so digest and absorb, building blocks, vitamins. We'll talk soon.